What's up, collective? How are you guys doing? I hope everybody is doing well. So we're going to go ahead and do your weekly message, guys. Let's see what we have going on this week. Okay, I did get a couple channeled messages, but first I just want to welcome everybody. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Jessica. Please check out my description box because it has everything that you need to know. And if you are returning, welcome back, guys. I hope you guys are well. Thank you for everything that you do for me, this channel, the collective in general. You guys are awesome, so thank you so much. I did get top flight security, so I do feel like maybe for my security guards out there, you might be looking for something else. You might want to advance into a new level of the security. Oopsie. You might want to advance into a new level of the security game, or perhaps you're just wanting to leave that altogether. I don't know why I'm getting this, guys, but for my security guards or people who maybe you're a police officer or something like that, I'm feeling like you're wanting to just do something different. Like you don't see yourself growing wherever you're at. This could be a message for everybody. I feel like you don't see yourself growing. It's like, you know how when you have a plant that it can really grow very, very big, but you have to keep transplanting it and putting it into bigger pots or something before you'll eventually put it into the ground. It's almost like if you're growing like a fruit tree or something like that. You could start out in a little tiny house pot and then move to a bigger pot and then move to one of those big pots that you can put outside. But eventually, if you want this tree to reach its full potential, you are going to have to transplant it into the ground, okay? And that's the energy I'm getting. Like somebody feels like they can't grow anymore in a situation that they're in right now, okay? They are looking for growth elsewhere. Like they see this as like this has served its purpose. It was for whatever it was for, the lessons, the whatever. And it's helped it grow to a certain extent, or it's helped it evolve on its life's path, on its life's journey thus far. But I'm just feeling like somebody feels like they need to move forward now is the energy I'm getting, okay? I'm also getting a cat stalking a mouse, okay? So this is a little bit of a darker channeled message that I got. But I am seeing like a big, and this is a big fat cat too, but it's like tucked in a corner of a room and it's kind of shadowed out, and I can see the cat in like the pouncing position because I'm looking from like somebody's perspective looking down. I can see the cat like in the pouncing position, and I see like bluish greenish eyes like coming out of the darkness looking at the mouse. And I feel like the mouse is very hypersensitive, very aware, which mouse, I don't know if the mouse will come out, but the mouse meaning in divination for me does talk about being hyper aware, being very detail oriented and stuff like that. But I feel like the mouse knows that the cat is watching it. But the cat knows that the mouse wants to make a move, go towards something, do something, perhaps run away, whatever it is. The cat knows this. And it's just waiting for this mouse to make this move. And as soon as it makes this move, this cat is going to pounce, jump, do whatever it needs to do. Okay, I get that energy. It's almost like a stalking type of energy, but it's like stalking your prey type of energy, unfortunately, versus stalking for information. Okay, so I don't know, guys. Take that as it resonates. I'm also getting the word NASA. Aeronautics, aerodynamic, something like that. Like I feel like somebody wants to build robots or wants to like build, I'm even getting like drones or something, like wanting to build them. I'm working on some kind of software program or something. I don't know, guys. That's just the energy that I'm getting. We have the tarantula, or I don't know why I said tarantula, probably because the tarantula's on the bottom of the deck. I meant to say we have the bee, okay? So with the bee energy here, all right, this is talking about putting in the work to get a sweet result, okay? Like this is saying, hold on a second, guys. Sorry, guys.
Who have you got in a heated argument?
Sorry. Okay. I'm trying to make sure that this doesn't die because my computer I mean, my phone is like, got like no battery power left, so I need to make sure it's not gonna die, so I have it plugged into my laptop. I need to go ahead and invest in one of those like 9-foot charging cords or whatever. Anyways, so the bee talks about putting in a lot of hard work to get some sweet rewards in the end. You might feel like you have a long road ahead of you, collective. You might feel like you work very, very hard. You put in a lot of effort, and you just want to find that sweet I don't know why I cannot say this word, reward. You just feel like you want to get what you're going after, and you want it to be smooth, but I don't know if it's going to be. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting, right? I feel like there might be some pressure involved in this, or something that you're going to have to kind of persevere through, overcome, okay? There could also be this energy of the bee wanting to break out of the colony. Take it as it resonates, but I'm kind of getting that energy of like, you know, the bee does so much and sacrifices so much for like the greatest good, sacrifices so much for the hive. But I feel like this bee wants to kind of break out on its own. It wants to be individualized is what I'm getting. It doesn't want to be seen as just one of these average bees like every other bee. Like, you can't tell any bees apart, man. Like, you can't. Like, that's the thing. Like, when you look into a hive, all these bees look the same besides the queen, right? The queen bee, that is the one that looks different, okay? And by the way, I learned this off of TikTok, okay? Queen bees are not actually like, they're not like the leader of the bees, basically, okay? That's a position that they're born into, all right? Or created to be. Okay, and the bees will only stay faithful to the queen so long as she's doing what they feel like she should do, right? So if she's not doing her job properly, which is to make more bees, okay, then they will kill her or they will abandon her. They're not like loyal to the death. Unless she's a good queen, then they will be loyal to the death, okay? But really, the bees are loyal to the hive. They're loyal to the all, okay? And there's a message there, guys, so make it resonate. But there's something there with that. Like, not wanting to be loyal to somebody anymore because they're not, I don't know, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. This could be in regards to work or something too, guys, because when I think of the bee, I do think of like worker bee energy, okay? So take that as it resonates. But I kind of am getting that energy. With the tarantula, a lot of insect-y vibes, I don't know. The tarantula on the bottom of the deck, the tarantula in divination, to me, always talks about making a choice, okay? It talks about you needing to decide what direction you're going to go in. The tarantula sees the possibilities, sees the two different paths that it can go, but it hasn't made a decision yet. It's deciding what decision it wants to make. It's that pause of reflection before we actually move forward. The tarantula card to me in this deck always makes me think of the Two of Wands in the original tarot. It makes me think of, you know, all the possibilities that lie before it, but what choice am I going to make? Because it's almost like once you make that move, there's no going back. So I want to make a good decision. I feel like somebody feels like they know they don't want to be where they're at. I know I keep saying be a lot. I don't know, guys, right? Bee energy. I feel like somebody, also just a quick message. We should, if we're able to, we should let our yards grow a little bit. I know that some people have like code enforcement, law enforcement, whatever. I don't think the police actually come if you don't mow your lawn. In the last city I lived in, they darn near did, guys. Like they're out there with freaking rulers measuring your grass, like 2 inches, right? Time to write a little citation, okay? So anyways, thugs with pens. Anyways, that's the kind of energy I'm getting here. But I feel like if I get some merch, I need to have that on a card or on a shirt. I need to have "Keep It Moving Like Susan" on a shirt, and I need to have, that's the kind of energy I'm getting here, because I say that crap way too often. But anyways, what I was originally trying to say is you should let your yard grow a little bit so you can get some of those wildflowers going, because that helps the bees out. Anyways, that's way off topic, but you know, bees, I'm very passionate about helping the planet, okay? So I feel like that's something that is so easy that you can do to help out the environment without actually doing anything, okay? Anyways, yes, needing to make a decision, okay? Needing to move forward. And I feel like this bee wants to be an individual. I feel like that's kind of, when I look at this card, I always thought about that, because if you have this card, the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, if you have this deck, you'll see when she's writing about one of the few guidebooks I actually kind of skimmed through and read, because I really don't read guidebooks. But she talks about how she went out and she studied each animal and like tried to get into its natural habitat, to almost like study it, watch it, to get it personality type and things like that, when she thought about how she was going to draw the animal and illustrate it and stuff like that. For me, I find it always very fascinating that she chose to show the bee alone, because when we think about a bee, we think about a group. Do we not? Right? We don't ever really think about a singular unit, okay? We usually think about, well, the hive. But she chose to put the bee alone, because really, you might feel like you're doing so much work, you might feel like you're putting so much effort into something, but you're not seeing the results, or you're not seeing the bigger picture. I always get with the bee energy, like, your work helps the collective. Whatever you do on your own, it is for the greater good, or it helps the greater good overall. It helps the collective. So I always imagine like the bee, when it's out, you know, doing its thing, pollinating things, right? Gathering its pollen and all that stuff. It always probably feels like, golly, I'm putting in so much work, and I just don't even know if it makes a difference, or if anybody else is even working as hard as me. But then when it goes back to the hive, it sees that, yeah, it does make a difference. And yeah, other people are working as hard as me. Okay? So, you know, what you do makes a difference. What you do matters. I don't know who needs to hear that. I'm also hearing social service worker. So maybe you work in social services and you feel like you can't help enough people, or you don't do enough. I don't know. I'm getting that energy of somebody who in their job or in their work, they feel like one little thing that they do, like, it doesn't really make a difference. And they might feel like, yeah, for this case that I solved, I have 500 more waiting for me. You know, that kind of resonates for me with my job a little bit. Like, it really does, low-key, because it feels like sometimes like I'm fighting a mountain sometimes, or I'm climbing a mountain, and it's like every step I take, it's like I don't see the progress. But I'm lucky enough to have a really good boss who is constantly reminding me of the progress that I'm making, which is nice. But if you don't have that, you have Moody here to do it for you, right? I'm here to remind you that whatever little steps that you feel like you're not making any progress, you actually are. Like, whatever you feel like you're not contributing that much, you actually do. Okay? Sorry if my phone goes off in the background. That's my work phone that never stops, even on a Friday night when, you know, we're done now, right? But it still goes off. Somebody always needs me for something, so yeah, but it can wait. So let's see what we have this week, now that I've talked and talked and talked. What do we have this week? And we're in, oh my gosh, already 13 minutes in. What do we have this week for my YouTube gang? I was feeling very drawn to do y'all's first. Usually I feel drawn to do my Patreon gang first, but I felt drawn to do the YouTube first. So I don't know if I'm going to even do my Patreon tonight. I might do it first thing in the morning when I wake up. So we have deep personal strength and peace that assures success. That's kind of a very eloquent, straight to the point way of saying what I've already said. Like, you know, you go through all the struggles and the perseverance, the trials and tribulations that you go through so that you can gain that inner strength and peace, right? Because that is what's going to assure you your success. Sometimes, like, we have big dreams for ourselves. Like, we want to have these 500, 500 Fortune whatever companies, or we want to, you know, climb Mount Everest. And it's like, have you even climbed that hill over there, though? Right? Like, how are you going to climb Everest if you haven't climbed that hill? How are you going to go run a marathon if you barely even work out or train your body? It's like you have to go through these things to kind of physically build yourself up. How can you have a successful, loving, happy relationship that's built to last if you haven't gone through all these crappy ones to show you what you don't want, right? How can you know better if you've never experienced what you don't want or what you need to learn? Like, it's like everything that you've gone through, it's for a reason, guys, is kind of the energy that I'm getting here, okay? And you might not see that, like, right? Like, if you covered this up, it's like you see like a whole bunch of like mountains and just like that looks very thick and like it's going to be hard to get through. But it's like when you see the sun coming over, and the red always makes me think of the passion, the root chakra, so that I am energy, your confidence, your security in life. It's like once you have trained yourself to keep going, once you've trained yourself with this perseverance, it's like nothing can stop you, right? Like that's kind of the energy I'm getting here. All right. What else do we have for this week ahead, Spirit? This wanted to pop. It's September. Well, we just got out of September, so maybe somebody's birthday is born in September. Maybe somebody's birthday is born. Good God. I'm completely sober, too, right now, as a dober. Man pincher. I am, I promise. Anyways, maybe somebody was born in September. Maybe somebody's a Virgo. I don't know. Maybe something significant happened in September that's taught you this personal strength. Maybe somebody is born in May. Not taking months. Right? What do we have for this week, Spirit? What's going on this week? We have the Eye coming out. Psychic ability, trust your intuition. I'm getting like a lot of dreams, but I'm getting like dreams that are showing you a glimpse of the future. Like almost like to assure you that what you're going through right now is going to reap some kind of reward. What you're going through right now may seem very hard, stressful, full of restrictions or mountains or obstacles. Like I'm kind of getting that with this valley, to be honest with you. But I feel like Spirit's showing you that if you continue forward, you're going to be able to beat whatever this is. You're going to be able to move past whatever this is. It's going to bring you some kind of success, freedom, I'm hearing too, for some of you guys, okay? Especially when it comes to that cat and mouse energy that I was picking up on. Like some of you might feel like you have to persevere through something to gain some kind of freedom. I'm also getting that energy. But psychic ability, trust your intuition. Trust what you're feeling this week. Trust what intuitive hits you're getting this week. This is like, guys, I don't know what this was, because sometimes like I feel like my spiritual gifts, my psychic gifts only work when it's to, and I hate to sound like this, but not to benefit me, but like to be of use. Like they need to be of use. Like sometimes I feel like that. Like, yes, I'll get some kind of psychic vision or something like I get during my readings, but it's because I'm giving you guys a message. It's of use somehow, right? I'm not going to say that I don't get psychic messages when they're not of use, but maybe I don't pay attention to them or something. I don't know. The other day when I was getting into my car to go pick up my son from school, I usually go, right, and I sit in the line like everybody else, right? And I had this really like anxious feeling the whole time, like that as soon as I got in my car, I had this anxious feeling. Driving down the road, had this anxious feeling. Sitting there waiting, because I always turn my car off. I don't let my car sit there and run while I'm waiting. I had this anxious feeling that my car was not going to start. And I'm sitting here like, oh God, I don't want to be stranded at this school. I don't want to have to call a tow truck. I don't want to have to call my dad. Like, I don't want to have to do any of this stuff, right? I just knew. I knew my car was not going to start because the freaking feeling, and it was that intuitive type of feeling that I get, was so strong that I was like, there's no way. Like, I know my car, and I kept, like, while I was sitting there, I kept restarting my car to test it, and it was firing right up, and I'm just like, there you go, Bertha, right? I'm like, thank you for working, thank you for, you know what I mean? So they start moving the cars forward because they're they're bringing the kids out. the car in front of me, would not start. It wasn't my car. That doesn't normally happen to me. Normally the psychic visions I get involve me somehow, unless I'm reading somebody. If I'm reading you, then yes, I'll get psychic visions for you, but it doesn't normally happen like that. So I don't know what I was supposed to do in that situation, because I don't know nothing about cars but putting in the freaking key and turning them on and putting in the gas. Like, that's it. Like, I literally don't hardly know anything else, guys. I can barely freaking figure out how to pop my own trunk, okay? Like, I really don't know anything about cars. So I'm like, how would I have been of service to this? Why was I given this psychic message? It's like, things like that might be happening this week. Like, you might find yourself like psychic of the world suddenly, and you don't understand why you're getting all these messages. I don't know. And I still to this day, like, I don't understand what that was for. But I just kind of feel like things like that might be happening to you this week. So just pay attention to whatever psychic hits you're getting, like, because that's been happening to me a lot. Like, I'll feel like before I leave, like, something will tell me, you might want to take your other phone. And I won't. I'll be like, I don't need it. Like, literally talking to myself. You might want to take your other phone. I don't need it. I get there and I could have used my other phone because the Wi-Fi is better on it. The service is better on it. Like, it's like little things like that. Okay? So just pay attention to your intuition, because I feel like your intuition is working with you, working for you this week. There's also something that you know deep down inside. Like, you know it without a shadow of a doubt. It don't make no sense. It doesn't have an explanation. Nobody else might get this or understand this. You might not even feel like you can talk to anybody else about this, but you know something to be true. Like, you know it. It is, okay? Is the energy that I'm getting with this. Like, it is true. You have some kind of foresight into something, or you are able to see deeper into a situation or into a person than everybody else might be able to, is kind of the energy I'm getting, okay? This reminds me of like every single freaking ex I've ever had. I'll know before they even think about, like, true story. And I hope my ex isn't watching, because I already told him not to watch my channel because he might get triggered from time to time. I don't bring him up very often, but sometimes I do. I used to know when this guy was thinking about other girls. Like, I would just know. It wasn't something I was looking for. I would just I'm psychic. I would get that intuitive feeling that this person's thinking about somebody else. This person wants to be with somebody else, right? Well, he would always, of course, deny it till he's blue in the face, which is what people will do until they have no choice. Literally, like, you know, after we broke up, and now we're where we're kind of okay, where we're able to speak and it's not so emotionally charged and things like that. You know, because I have his son, so we have to occasionally talk from time to time. He's actually told me that, you know, you are extremely intuitive. Like, you knew I was never able to cheat on you, is what he told me. I was never able to cheat on you, even when I wanted to. Yes, he admitted to me that he wanted to, but he never was able to, because the minute he would think about somebody else, I would know. Okay? Yeah, that kind of hurt. Right? It kind of did, but it was at the time, it's like, well, I already knew you're some bitch, so it's like, whatever. You know, that's why I'm not with you, right? So it would kind of be silly to get upset with him now, because it's like, we're not together, and that's why we're not together, because I know I can't trust you. So it's like things like that. But that's the kind of energy, like, I knew things, even though he would deny it till he was blue in the face, and then later would come back and admit it to me. This has happened several times with people in my life, different situations. Like, I'll know, I know, and they'll call me crazy, they'll deny it, they'll go out of their way, all theatrical and stuff to deny it, and it's like, at the end of the day, I know. And then later, it will be revealed that I was actually right about that, which I hate when that happens, because I don't like it when people make me feel crazy. I already feel crazy a lot of the times anyway, so I don't like it when people go out of their way to make me feel crazy. I crave a very refreshing connection where somebody can just be honest and open and real with me, and not try to hide things from me, or not try to test my intuition, which is what my ex would do. He would try to test my intuition, try to see if he could get around it and beat the system, because my intuition was so good. So, and he knew it. He will tell you that yes, Jessica is psychic. Jessica has intuition. She has caught me in so many things, like, you know what I mean? So, but he would still try to test that. Something like that might be going on for you guys. I don't know why I felt like diving all personal like that, but that's the kind of crap that I've dealt with, right? Which is why I'm a little bit sketchy about people, because I've had people try to actively deceive me. So, you know, like knowing that I can pick up on things, well, I'm going to try to beat it. I'm evolving, adapting, right? Like Bear Grylls, that's my ex. Like, I'm just becoming a better liar, right? Like, you know, like, oh, Lord. Anyways, like, okay, the old lies don't work. Okay, I'll learn to not react in my facial features. I'll learn to keep my energy and my emotions neutral. It's like beating a lie detector test. Like somebody might be doing that towards you right now, collective, like trying to beat a lie detector test that you have, your natural lie detector. They're trying to beat it right now, okay? So they know that you watch for reactions. They know how your intuition works because they've studied you, or they've been with you long enough to know. They know what triggers you. They know what gets you. They know your little quirks. So what are they going to do? They're going to try to do things differently to try to beat your lie detector, okay? Your intuition is correct, okay? God, my ex is a son of a bitch. Anyways, let's move. let's move forward, guys, okay? Whew. I swear I've dated some characters, okay? I really have. I've been that shitty ex too, though. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I have not always been the best girlfriend. There are some people that will tell you that I am toxic AF, okay? They probably right? Anyways, let's go ahead and move forward. I've lived, guys. Too many. What do we have for this week? Look at that. A stubborn, aggressive person, and it came out with getting together with friends, but I'm not going to take that one because this one really was the one that flew out. I'm getting that energy. Like, I don't know. I'm getting that energy of somebody who's trying to make you do something against your will, trying to beat your lie detector, trying to play off of your emotions, or I don't know, guys. I'm getting something like that. This is why I avoid people. This is why when people are like, I want to be liked by everybody, I'm like, I don't want to be liked by everybody because I don't like everybody, right? And I don't play these little games with people of let's put on a facade and let's put on a face and a character for the world. Like, what you see is pretty much what you get. Unless I'm first just getting to know you. I'm a little bit quiet and reserved and closed off when I'm first getting to know somebody because I want them to reveal themselves. So I'm quiet at first, you know. I don't like to let everything out right off the gate. But that, you know, I'm just getting this energy, guys. Could be Aries with the Ram. I'm getting heavy Virgo too. Any of the water signs, Cancerian, Scorpio, Pisces with the psychic. Even though every sign can be psychic, obviously I'm a Gemini, but water signs tend to be the most psychic of the zodiac. So they say. Anyways, what do we have here? I'm going to pull from the Astounding Lenormand. What do we have here for the week ahead? Yeah, there's clarity here. You know something to be true. Okay, this is divine masculine energy too with the sun. Especially for my divine masculines out there, I feel like for those of you who aren't used to kind of, like you have intuition, but you're not used to following your intuition because it takes bravery to follow your intuition. It's scary at first when you're trusting that little voice inside that's telling you to do something and you don't know what the outcome is going to be. You don't know for certain if this is real or if this is true or whatever. Like, you don't know. You have to trust your intuition. That's like when I was coaching and everything, people would ask me all the time, like, Jess, how do I learn to trust my intuition? It's like anything else. You have to use it. Okay? How are you going to trust your legs to catch you if you're jumping? It's because you've done this jump before. It's because you've trained your legs like any other muscle. You know they're strong. You feel confident in your legs that they will catch you if you make this jump. It's the same with your intuition. You have to trust it. And the only way to do that is to use it and to follow it. Okay? So that way when it's right, and it's not always so instantly gratifying, like, you know, instant gratification. It's not always like that. Sometimes you find out, you know, months or even years later that something was correct. Sometimes it's like that. But you will always eventually find out that your intuition was correct, okay? But once you do, confidence, okay? And once you feel confident, you'll start using it more. And when you're using it more, again, it's like any other muscle that you have, it starts to grow. Okay? So that's kind of the energy that I'm getting here. You're learning to trust something. I'm getting this energy of like this, with this bee, of just like feeling like it needs to fly in a certain direction, feeling very led. Okay? But unsure of whether it should leave the hive, unsure of if it can make it on its own. I don't know why I'm getting this energy. What is this, Spirit? What do we have for this week? What other messages do we have? Just one more, because I've been talking a lot. Wow. That is some powerful stuff here. We have the cross on the bottom of the deck. Restrictions, boundaries, the status quo. Somebody is trying to break free of the status quo. Somebody is trying to break free of some kind of bondage, I'm hearing, restriction, possibly even a religious belief. It's a very strict religious belief, perhaps, okay? I'm just getting like a colonized, I don't know, guys, like a colonized type of energy, like feeling like you're very indoctrined in something. We have the moon that came out. This is divine masculine. This is divine feminine energetically. So we do have counterpart energy, but this isn't really looking like a love reading, nor has it really been, so I'm not going to take it there. But just to signify that, you know, your feminine and your masculine self, like they're begging to be in balance right now. So following your intuition, but also being logical while you're doing that, okay? Because there is such thing as being too much into your intuitiveness, and then too much into your 3D. Like, we have to have balance here. Too much action versus too much sitting around and feeling it or thinking about it. There needs to be balance. If you're overthinking, if you're overfeeling something, what you're doing is you're becoming more into the divine feminine energy. You're needing to make sure that you're in that masculine energy of go, action, right? Taking action towards something. So let's say that you want to start a business or something like that. We'll just use that as an example. But you're thinking about it, you're dreaming about it, you intuitively feel like this is what you're supposed to do, but you're not taking any action. You're sitting too much in this feminine energy. You're needing to get more into your masculine. There needs to be a balance here, especially with both of them coming out like that. We have heavy Pisces energy and Cancerian energy, Leo with the sun. And then, of course, Aries with the ram. And again, I'm getting Virgo. So, what is this valley this week? Golly. 33 minutes in and I haven't even clarified. Yeah, I talk too much. What is this? I really do. What is this valley energy, right? For this collective this week. I feel like that was an accident. What is the valley energy? So things are speeding up this week. There is going to be some kind of advancement is what I'm getting, okay? You might feel like, to the limit, to the to the wall. I don't know what song that is. I mean, I know what song it is, but I don't know all the words, but that's what they're, something about feeling like you need to risk it all. For you, I gladly risk it all. I mean, I know the lyrics somewhat, but I don't feel like it's necessarily in regards to love. For some of you, yes, it could be. But I am feeling like you feel like you need to take a risk here, right? And maybe this ram's like, oh, no, you ain't. Like, I don't know. I'm getting this energy of somebody who wants to break free of some kind of status quo. Somebody wants to break free of something. They want to make a move in regards to something, but they feel like they're unable to for whatever reason, okay? Yeah. This person is feeling really, self-conscious when it comes to something, okay? Maybe possibly their emotions with the King of Cups energy on the bottom of the deck. This person is feeling like they are self-conscious, like they're not going to be able to win something, do something. Finances could be a problem. Maybe somebody feels like they don't have enough money. Let's say you want to approach somebody. Maybe you don't feel like you have anything that you can offer this person. Maybe you feel like this person don't want to see you with your dusty duffel bag, right? They don't want nothing to do with you is perhaps the energy that you're feeling. If this is in regards to finances, career, same type of energy. Somebody feels like they don't have enough to put into something, or maybe they're growing broke. Money might be an issue that you're feeling like this week. I'm feeling like you feel like you don't have enough of something. Like you don't have enough to make something happen. I feel like events are speeding up, though, that's causing you to kind of feel like you want to go towards something, you want to attain something, but how? Is kind of the energy I'm getting with this Five of Pentacles and this Eight of Wands. This could also be communication that could be coming in, okay, also. Yeah, I feel like there's somebody who, again, wants to walk away from something that they're not feeling satisfied in. With the eights out here, eights make me think of the infinity symbol, so it makes me think of something that's been like a cycle that's been going on and on and on, and somebody needs to break the chain for it to, you know, the cycle to end, okay? But somebody might feel like if they do walk away from something, they stand to lose, or they're unsure of how they're going to make this happen, okay? Which if this is like a relationship, and say you want to walk away from a relationship, but you feel like if you do, you stand to lose, the other person knows that that's how you feel, and they're using that to their advantage, okay? They're like, yeah, you know, this person don't really want to be with me, but what other options do they have? You know, it's like somebody has kind of backed you into a corner or backed you into a wall. That's very classic of like emotional, physical abuse here, okay? Where it's like, you know, yeah, I know you're not happy in this situation, but you can't leave either. What are you going to do? You can go out there and be homeless. You can go out there and be broke. I've gotten you accustomed to a certain lifestyle. What you going to do now without it? Like, it's like that kind of energy for somebody out there. This could even be a job. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be like your boss knows that, you know, you make really good money. So if you leave something, you leave this job behind, you stop doing this, what you gonna do? Go work at Burger King, right? I hear McDonald's is hiring $14 an hour, right? Okay, that's the kind of energy I'm getting right now from this situation. So take it as it resonates, okay? Yeah, if there's like some kind of connection here, like an actual relation, like a structured relationship, okay? This is like a marriage or a long-term relationship. It is a karmic relationship. It is toxic. And the only way, look, I knew marriage was involved. Look at that with that Hierophant. I knew it. The only reason that this is even staying together, the only reason that this is happening right now is because of what this devil energy can offer. That's it. If this big old shiny coin wasn't here, neither would this connection, okay? It wouldn't be there either. That's the energy I'm getting, and somebody knows that. But they use that to their advantage. They don't really care. Like, that's the energy. They just want to possess something or possess somebody. It's like literally the same thing with a, like a career. Okay, this boss or this toxic career, they keep you attached because they give you this big shiny coin, and they know that it's not going to be so easily attained from anything else. So they think, right? That's the energy I'm getting, because somebody's not satisfied in something and they want to walk away, and events are speeding up that's making them feel like that's what they need to do. Okay, this has all happened to help this person gain strength, to help this person realize some kind of self-worth of what is right in their life and what's not right in their life, but they feel very self-conscious about walking away from this. What is this psychic ability out here for? What is happening with that? What's the collective going to be getting psychic hits on this week? Whoa, you see how that fucking flew out, guys? Do you heck, come on? Yeah, somebody is feeling... Okay, somebody into... Wow, Spirit, you're just going to spill all the tea like that. Okay, Spirit. I feel like somebody knows that somebody's not waiting for them, but like hoping that they'll wake the hell up. Right? Like, what are are you doing? Like that kind of energy. Like I feel like somebody has kind of kept their emotions on for somebody for a while. Like they've held a soft spot in their heart for somebody for a long time. This could be you or somebody else, guys. You know how that goes. That's why I'm saying somebody in this reading, because I don't know who the heck it is, right? I feel like this person has gotten psychic, intuitive visions that they can have this connection with this person. It's just going to take some kind of work. It's going to take some kind of effort. And I feel like they feel like they're starting to get more and more ready to do that. Now, this is, of course, every situation is different, guys. Everybody is different. Okay? So take it as it resonates. Right? You know? Okay? Because I know some of us don't feel that way. Like there's anybody out there feeling like we're worth all the work. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer or anything, but I'm certainly not in this group, right? Right? Like, I don't feel like there's anybody out there just like, I just gotta work hard and then Jessica can be mine. Like, I don't feel like that. So, I don't know, but maybe some of you guys do, or maybe this is how you feel about somebody. I just feel like there's that energy out here where it's like, if I just work hard enough, I can have this connection. I can have this person. This person is very nurturing, very kind, very empathetic, could definitely have psychic abilities themselves. I feel like both people in this connection, masculine and feminine, would have psychic abilities here, okay? This is definitely some kind of spiritual connection. I also get with this on the money aspect or the work aspect, you're feeling like, again, psychically, you're feeling like what you should work on. This could be as simple as you know how to play the stock market. Like, you know, this is the one that I need to invest in, or I need to pull out of this one, or like I need to, like, you just intuitively, you know how to work this week. You know, you're good at reading people too. Like if you work with people, you're good at reading them. So it's not like playing people, but it kind of is. Like when you learn to make your empathy work for you, it's like you're able to kind of work people, okay? Like, you know, how do I explain this? It's something that's so hard to explain unless you're like an empath and you naturally read people. Like it's hard to explain, but like you can tell when people aren't happy with certain things. So then you can before they even have to mention that they're not happy with it. Like let's say that you're an interior decorator, okay? And you've put some swatches together. And as soon as you put the swatches down the table, you get the energetic feeling that this person is displeased with what they see. You can right off the bat cover that up. Like instantly be like, you know, oh, well, this is what I was going to suggest, but now that I've gotten to know you a little bit more, I think that you'd be more suited with this or that. Like it's like, and then they're like, oh, they're all pleased because they feel like you're really good at your job, but really, I mean, you might be really good at your job, right? But you're just really good at reading people. So it's like, it's that kind of energy. They're also giving me the energy of like, if you're like a cop or you're a detective and you're questioning somebody, like you're an empath, you can tell when the person is lying. Again, something about somebody's lie detector. Like you just know that somebody's not being honest, or somebody's just saying something because they just want to get you trapped or they want to get you hooked or something like that. It's like that kind of energy too, because within a stubborn, aggressive person, that's not a great combination. That's like somebody who wants to get their way and they want to get their way at all odds. Okay, one more for this psychic card, right? The Lovers. Gemini energy in the house. Six of Wands, King of Swords. It's like somebody knows that their ego is actually what's more important here. It's not love, or it's not the connection. So let's say that you want to leave a situation, collective. Like let's say you're in a relationship, or let's say this is a job, right? It could be anything. It could be a friendship. It could be anything. You want to make a choice to separate yourself from something, to work on something new, to build up a new routine, to start from scratch. That's kind of the energy here where I'm getting off this 8 of coins. That's just the energy it's giving me, like, you know, I'm going to really work hard and I'm going to build something for myself. My intuition is telling me that that's what I need to do, right? Somebody is trying to get you to make a choice that benefits them. Point blank, period. So this could be your boss. Why would you want to go and do your own business right now? You know, that industry is really saturated, right? That's the word they're going to say, saturated, because there's like, why would you want to go be a hairdresser? It's really saturated. There's a lot of hairdressers, right? Why would you want to go do that? totally discounting the fact that you might be different than all these other hairdressers, and who cares? There's like 8-point-something billion people on the planet, right? And like, what, a couple 100 million hairdressers? That's good odds that there's still some customers out there for me. Like, somebody is like almost making it to where like the odds are stacked against you. Like, oh, no, no, no. You don't want to go do that. You don't want to be off on your own, because if you go do that, you're going to have to start over. You're going to have to do this. You're going to have to do that. It's hard out there. We're in the middle of a pandemic. Like, you know what I mean? Like, all of that stuff is the energy that I'm getting that somebody is going to try to pull. So just be aware of that. That could go for a relationship, keeping you caught up in something. That could be for a job. I don't know why people be on this stuff. I ain't never been desperate enough to keep anybody. In work, when I was a boss, well, I'm technically a boss now, but you know what I'm saying. In work, when I was a boss, or in a relationship, I have never wanted to keep somebody so bad that I'm going to scheme and go around and try to make up excuses why it's better to be with me and be unhappy than be out there. And, like, come on, man. Like, if you want to go, there's a door. Don't let it hit you where the good Lord split you, because I don't got time for it. Like, I really don't. I'm ornery, okay? Like a goat. I don't got time for this crap. Anyways, yeah. I feel like that's, you know, right? Okay, we know what those two cards mean. All right, so stubborn and aggressive person. Who is this to the collective this week? I just keep hearing that. To the limit, to the wall. If I had a chance to be with you, I'd gladly risk it all. That's what I keep hearing. Why do I keep hearing that song? Oh my God. I keep hearing that song. It's like over and over and over again. So my way or the highway is what I heard. Like, I feel like somebody knows that you're turning your back on them, collective, whether this is finances, relationship, whatever, or this is somebody's energy around you. Like, somebody knows that somebody's turning their back on something, okay? I'm also getting the energy of being very stubborn and stuck on something. Like, it has to go this way. It has to be this person. It has to be this job opportunity. Like, that's kind of the energy I'm getting with that too. I feel like Spirit's saying that things could really change here in the future, but you need to be flexible to what is coming for you. It's like with, you know, not to bring everything back to me, but I like to be transparent, you know. And I feel like my life is, you know, an example for other people on choices and things that they need to do. I thought being a tarot reader was what I was going to be for the rest of my life, and I was okay with that. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it works for me. I help people, which is the prerogative, is to help people. So it just makes sense, right? I'm a psychic. I should do psychic things, right? Like, that's what I figured. Now I'm like, I have like, what would my friend in the UK call it? A proper job, right? That's what she would call it. Even though she's a psychic too, but still. And I never really expected to go back into the human workplace, right? And do human things. I do still see how my psychic abilities help out with my job, but it's definitely totally different work. So it's like, but you don't know what is planned for you in life, right? And it's like, you plan, God laughs, that kind of energy. It's like, you don't know what plans are here. So don't be so stubbornly aggressive and stuck on, I have to make this work. It has to be this, because if it's not this, then what else is it going to be? Like, you know, like, I was getting that message. I was getting, honestly, before I even knew what this job was going to be, because this job literally, not to flex or anything, because it really was kind of terrifying, kind of fell right into my lap. I didn't go seeking this job at all, by any means. I was getting the intuitive notion for months that my job was going to be changing, that I wasn't going to be doing this anymore. It was terrifying. I was so upset. You can ask my best friend. I was crying. I was so upset. Why is Spirit telling me I gotta stop? I gotta change. What is this? I didn't know. I would get so frustrated. I would scream, like, at Spirit, at my guides, like, well, if I'm supposed to be doing something else, then what the fuck is it? Like, I would get so angry, guys. And my guides were always patient with me. Spirit is always so patient and so kind and so loving. Don't worry, you will see. Where? When? What? Right? All my my questions I had. I'm sitting here freaking out, running myself in circles, running into the wall, trying to figure out what the heck this is. And then it just happened one day. Like, it literally just happened one day. And I was like, oh, right? And so that's kind of the energy I'm getting here. Like, you're so, like, what is this? How is it going to happen? Why do I feel this way? What is going on? And Spirit's just ever calm as Spirit is. Just like, you will see. It's just a matter of time. Okay? You will see what this is with these ships coming in. So don't be so aggressively stubborn that this is the way it has to go. This is the road that I have to go down. This is the person I need to be with. Like, good things are on the horizon. There is ships in the distance. But if you're so stubborn that you're stuck in this colonized thinking of this is what it has to be, you might miss it because you're not willing to. It's like when this job opportunity came to me, my ego instantly kicked in and started thinking of ways that this couldn't be it. This can't be it. I've never done this stuff before. This is really scary. I don't know. I don't have the foggiest idea of what I'm doing here. Like, give me a tarot deck and some crystals. I can make something out of this. But this stuff, I don't know. Like, you know, and I started freaking out. Like, and thank God for my best friend, because she always comes in clutch, like, you know, and reminded me, like, that's your ego, Jessica. Like, you know this. You teach people this. Your ego is always going to fight back and try to talk you out of change, because change is scary and it's uncertain. And your ego, though very annoying, is there to try to keep you safe. The only thing is that your ego doesn't care if what keeps you safe doesn't keep you happy. Did you get that? Right? Because your ego, it wants to keep you safe. Again, but what keeps you safe doesn't necessarily keep you happy. Your ego don't care about your happiness. Okay? I want that to sink in to some brain holes around here. Okay? Because I'm telling you, I dang near talked myself out of this. Because I was like, there's no way. There's no way. I was like, I need to have a conversation with somebody. Like, there's no way. But yes, there is a way. Actually, there is a way. It's a way. We're way involved in this now and into this now. So it's like, you know, I don't know, guys. That's the message. What's the sun for the week ahead? Because we need to go. 3 of Cups in reverse. Okay. 4 of Pentacles. 7 of Cups. Knight of Cups. 4 of Wands. I feel like somebody wants to offer to somebody, but they're not sure how, okay? I feel like there's been clarity in a situation where it's like somebody wants to let go of their immature, childish ways. If there's been any kind of third-party energy, I feel like somebody, or sleeping around, doing things like that, you know, somebody doesn't want to do that kind of stuff anymore. They know exactly what they want. They know, like, let's say there's been a choice between people, or there's been a choice between, do I settle down in this relationship or do I keep messing around with various people? I feel like this person has decided what they want to do. Whether they're physically in that situation or not, their heart has decided what they want, okay? I feel like they've been holding on to an energy for a very long time. They have not been willing to let this energy go, or unable to let this go. It's caused a blocked heart chakra too, because they have not let this emotion, energy flow, whatever it is, okay? I feel like this person wants to come offering to this person. They want to sweep this person off their feet, but like with most nights, they're pulling up a little short. Why? Because they're not, maybe they don't have everything that they need or that they would feel comfortable, right? Maybe they feel like this person, this situation, whatever, deserves the best, and maybe they don't see themselves as that right now, okay? That's all about their perception. Either way, this person is a little confused over what options they have, because they have many. This is the type of person that probably has several people on the line, several people interested in them, but they only really have that one person in their mind, but that one person feels unattainable for whatever reason. Okay? I feel like that clarity is coming out for this person. Like this person knows now. They're very, very clear on it. Where before there might have been fogginess, or like, you know, I say it all the time, like when you, yeah, this person is in a little bit of hiding right now, probably watching from the shadows, but they definitely want to come forward. They want to come put their best foot forward too. Maybe dressed in their best attire, maybe looking good, smelling good. They want to have a little bit of money in their wallet. Like they want to be what this person deserves, but they might, this is like, they might not be able to keep this up though, and they want to be able to. That's the thing. So that's why I feel like their intuition is telling them that you can keep this up, but you have to put a lot of hard work. It's going to take you changing things, getting into a new routine, possibly finding a 9 to 5, whatever it is for this person. Okay. But that's the energy that I'm getting here, is like this person has clarity over what they want to do, but they're not sure what steps to take. Okay? That's kind of the energy that I'm getting here. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. See what I'm saying? That's what I was hearing. Walk it like I talk it. This person right now could come like this, which would be nice, right? But I feel like they know that this person deserves this. They can come as the page, but they know this person deserves the king. And they want to, I feel like they want to let this person know that they're done with this childish behavior. They're done making this person an option or something like that. Like the clarity is coming through for this person. They're seeing things very, very clear right now, okay, is the energy that I'm getting. So they want to basically walk it like they talk it. What is this moon for the collective this week? Yeah, there's a lot of interesting. Why are there cards upside down in my deck? Because I usually make sure that everything is upright, but I've been seeing rando cards being upside down. Let me just make sure before we continue on. I feel like there is a lot of gossip right now going on about an empress in a relationship and somebody who wants to offer to them. Point blank period. Okay. I feel like somebody also feels a little, with the empress being in reverse, somebody could possibly, I'm getting nauseous. Ooh, when I get nauseous, that is my signal for toxic stuff. Like that is my signal for somebody who is very toxic. When I start feeling nauseous, that's like my thing. I don't know. It's not the most fun feeling in the world. For other intuitives, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like that feeling when somebody is so nauseous, so toxic that you start to get sick. That's what happens to me when I'm around really toxic people. Like I get physically ill. I feel like this person feels very entitled. And I feel like they put this person watches. They might have their eyes on several people. They watch everything. They see everything. They make it a point to see and watch everything. This person might even want to bring him out, bring him out. What song is that? Bring him out, bring him out. I don't know what song that is, but that's what they just started playing. I feel like this person might even be willing to fight. Like they in high school. I don't know. I'm getting that energy too. There's just a lot of drama here and chaos that's beneath the surface. I don't feel like this is you, collective, but it could be people around you, because you know how tarot will be picking up people around you. But if it is you, you would know. But there's like gossip, there's fighting, there's drama beneath the surface, and it's like nobody would know about this, right? Like this is something that's kind of beneath the surface. Yeah, there's a lot of heartbreak, a lot of heartache. Again, possibly could be over some kind of third party. 3, 3, 3. Empress is 3. Okay. This could possibly be over that too. But I feel like there is something that's repressed that's going to come to the surface, is the energy that I'm getting. What is this? Yeah, I feel like somebody wants something to be over, but it's not over. Okay. Is the energy that I'm getting. Okay. Let me just ask straight up. What is this drama about? What is this drama about? We want to fight for our right to party. I don't know why that song just, but that's what I got, okay? King of Swords. This King of Swords, he's watching this Nine of Pentacles. This is somebody who's single, successful, beautiful, independent, right? Yeah, okay. With the songs, like I'm not singing every single song right here. But this person is watching this person. I feel like this person wants to communicate with this Nine of Pentacles, but right now in the Emperor reverse, they're not feeling like they're in their power right now. I feel like there's resistance with this Emperor. He's resisting whatever he's involved in currently, and it's causing problems. It's causing fights. It's causing drama. You know, because this Emperor is not, this is also somebody abusing their authority or abusing their power. That leads me back to what I was feeling before with, oh yeah, you're going to leave me? What are you going to go? You're going to go be homeless? You're going to go move in with your mommy? Right? You're going to go move back home? You're going to go do this? You're going to go move back to that shithole town that I moved you out of? Like, you know, you'd be nothing without me. Who were you before me? It's really, like, toxic. That's why I'm feeling so nauseous. Like, it's really toxic energy. Like, there's a very narcissistic energy of, like, you know, somebody who feels very confident, like, that somebody will not make it without them. Because, you know, they weren't making it before them. That's the kind of energy I'm getting. Like, somebody feels like their status really is everything. With the Emperor in reverse. Like somebody abuses their power. That's a dictator tot all day long, okay? That's what that is. Okay, guys. As soon as I start getting nauseous, it's time to get out of this reading right here, okay? And we're about an hour in anyway, which is what my weekly messages are starting to average. I'm definitely going to be doing Patreons in the morning because I feel really drained now after pulling in that toxic energy. So what do we have for this week ahead for the collective, my YouTube gang? I don't know why I'm hearing the Beastie Boys, but I am. I'm hearing the Beastie Boys. Devil, looking me right in the face. Lord have his mercy. We also have the Lovers out here twice, so there's definitely a choice right now between a karmic union and a divine union. Point blank period. How can I tell what's the karmic and what's the divine? Well, the one that's freaking making you age, like the dang, what is that? I don't even know. I'm too tired to even think about this. Like my energy is sucked dry. But I feel like the one that has all the drama and the chaos, that would be the karmic, right? Like, it's really not hard to figure it out, but I feel like somebody's like, what? I'm not sure. But yes, there is an energy of a divine and a karmic. Or a twin and a karmic. Whatever, guys. I don't even know if I buy into the whole twin flame thing. Once upon a time, I did, but then I grew up. No, I'm just kidding. Right? Okay. Anyways. So we have the Two of Wands, right? Didn't I say Two of Wands with the tarantula? I feel like somebody has a choice they need to make. Okay, like they need, and it's crazy. The Lovers, the Devil, it's like somebody's looking at this and like, yeah, this might give me happiness, but it's very uncertain and I don't know. And if I leave this behind, it's like there's no going back, because I feel like if they leave this karmic, like it just all goes kapooey. And it just, you know, like again, if they walk away, they feel like they stand to lose, possibly financially, security wise. So it's like, you know, they're having a tough time. Somebody is really trying to decide on what they need to do in regards to their stability, their finances. They're really thinking about something right now. We have the Queen of Pentacles out here. So I do feel like, oh, I'm a single ladies. I'm a single ladies. I'm a single ladies. I'm a single ladies. I don't know why Beyonce showed up. If you like it, then you shut up on a ring on it. If you like it, then anyway, I don't know. That's the energy I'm getting though. Like, I don't know, guys. With the Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords, I feel like the masculine is all up in his head and the queen, the female is all up in her money, though, right? like you go ahead and you overstress and overthink about this. I'm gonna go ahead and make that coin. Like, that's the energy I'm getting for somebody, right? Yes! Yes! Literally, Spirit came out in clutch. Stop overthinking, because I feel like somebody is like, well, if I go this direction, then and if I right? Like, I don't know, guys. I don't know, right? If you want the rose, respect the thorn. Has this like the 3rd week in a row that this has came out? I feel like if it's coming out so consistently like this, guys, it's got to be a message for somebody in particular. Like if you want whatever this rose is, okay? If you want this rose, it comes with thorns. It comes with some kind of downside. And it's not a downside of where your whole life goes to shit and you feel toxic. It's a downside of it might take some work. It might take you having to sacrifice some things, whatever it is. But it's like, if you want the rose, you have to respect the thorn. When you think of the rose, the thorn is not the biggest part of the rose. The thorn is not the most prominent part of the rose. However, if you don't respect it, and you grab it in any type of way, that rose or that thorn will get you. Okay? So that's the kind of energy I get when I think of this little scroll here. It's like, yes, you can have something beautiful in your life, but if you don't respect it, it will get you. You will lose it, right? Or something like that. Or if you are willing to sacrifice, then you can have this. Like, it's that kind of energy here. Okay? Like, you know, I wish things could just be easy, and I wish that everybody could just get what they wanted, and there could never be any hard times, and there would never, like, you know, but this is real life, and sometimes it be like that, okay? Every rose has its thorn, just like every night has its dawn. Wow, wow. Yes, I love karaoke. For whoever just thought that, I will do the crap out of some karaoke, man. Especially if I get a drink, and literally it only takes 1 drink because I am not a drinker. So I get tipsy off of like a couple sips. I'm done. I start acting a straight up fool. And yes, I love to do some drunk karaoke. Like, that's my thing right there. Okay. This will never take me back to a karaoke bar ever again, I promise you. This will work out better than expected. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. That's basically what I've been saying. Like, and that's what, not that I've been saying, but you know, I feel like Spirit's been saying that this whole message, like, somebody's expecting the worst, thinking the worst, like fearing the worst, but it's like, it's actually gonna turn out better than you'd think, you know? So, I don't know. For whoever needs to hear that, good Lord. Feel it to heal it, which is what you have to do, because if you don't, you get them blocked chakras that we were talking about earlier. Not your circus, not your monkey, right? So for somebody who has drama in their life and they're connected to you somehow, if it's not yours to deal with, don't deal with it. If it's not your cross to carry, don't carry it. Don't make somebody else's problems your problems, right? If somebody feels like they can't do something without you, they can't be something without you, that's not your problem either. That's called codependency. Whether it's codependency on money, on attention, on time, on whatever you can provide, it's codependent. And nobody gets to guilt trip you in to being with them or being around them because they can't take care of themselves. You are not their mother or their father, unless you are their mother and father. And in that case, depending on age, this would be a different story, right? But this kind of feels like a relationship, a boss. Well, if you leave, then who's going to come and open every Saturday? Well, I don't know. Maybe you should have thought about that before you decided that that was me and like made my whole life like this and like put everything on me. Like, that's the kind of energy I'm getting. Like, somebody really took somebody for granted and kind of felt like, oh, well, I'm the one that provides this, and I do that, and I do this, so of course they need to do that. And now they're seeing that actually that person offered a lot more than what they thought. And so it's like, but is it really your circus? Is it really your monkeys that you need to deal with? No. Jesus, like, I've been, you know, I don't know, guys. I've been babysitting adults all freaking week, and I'm over that kind of energy. Like, I ain't here to babysit you. I'm really not. I'm just gonna let you know. You are more than enough, right? Okay, Spirit. Trust your gut. Coming out with trust your intuition. Spirit's like, in case you didn't hear Jess the first 50 times, trust your intuition this week. It is not leading you wrong. If you're having certain dreams, if you're having certain feelings, if you just know something, it's right. It's true. Okay? Even if you don't have the evidence, that's all the evidence you need. And smudge your space for sure, because there's definitely some toxic energy. Like, definitely. Alright guys, that has been your weekly message, okay? That has been your reading, and I do hope that it helps. I hope that it resonates. I hope it does something. Yes, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!